How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo, on the Domo Taku Anime Channel, and I'm back in my studio! Hallelujah! So, last time you saw me talking about Charlotte, I was someplace else. I wasn't here with my whole setup and everything, and my home, technically. But I am back, and I want to talk about the last episode and my final theory of this anime. And it's not much of a theory, honestly. It's just like my impressions of what will happen in this last episode that comes out this Saturday, and I'm sort of sad because all my animes are ending. Like Akagurashi, Gate ended, God Eater's ending, all the other stuff's ending, this is ending, and yeah, all my stuff is ending. But I mean, with Charlotte and what the hell they pulled with episode 11, it poses a lot of questions. So basically, what happened last episode, if you didn't watch the episode, or for some reason I don't know why you're watching this, but yeah, last episode, episode 11, if you didn't watch my reaction of that, no, don't interrupt my video. Last episode left it off with a huge cliffhanger for the series, where basically Yu has decided to go on this quest, or this mission, this important mission, to loot all the abilities in the world, so that now when they have the cure for the Charlotte meteorite that comes by, they will like just stop having powers. Because right now, the cure in the anime only works for people who, or for preventing people to get the special abilities from Charlotte, right? So in turn, that cannot deal with people who have powers as of currently. So that's the way Tamori, or now, came up with the idea to use Yu and loot all the abilities in the world. But eventually there was a lot of concern for Yu not being able to control all the powers in the world, for it's a dangerous mission, or he'll become a monster, he'll become the strongest weapon in the world, he's gonna be a threat to humanity. And like, that's, I wanted to talk so much in depth about that in my last episode reaction, but I did not have the time and the space to do it. So, but now I'm doing it here. So with that in mind, this anime ends in the next episode, and with the way they're going right now, Yu just looted the abilities of everyone in his friends and his group, including Tamori, Megane-kun, Yusa, and Misa, and then he's going off to this journey out of the country to loot the other abilities from their ability users of the crime syndicate, and that's where the episode ends. Now, if this episode, or this series, literally ends in the next episode, there's only two ways that this will go, and probably the later one is not gonna happen because of how Key likes to do their things. But anyway, number one, either episode 13 like does a huge time skip where basically 80 years, like not 80 years, but like 5 years, 2 years later, where Yu comes back after successfully doing this mission of his. He comes back, we see some flashbacks of him stealing the powers, and then he goes to Tamori, they have the happy ending, and then that's about it, right? That's one possibility that I could see, but I'm pretty sure that isn't, like, I don't know, something along those lines, maybe, right? The second possibility for the next episode is a setup for season 2. Now, this is really, really rare of me to say this, but I mean, if we think about like animes like related to this, where they've done like season 2s, the only exceptions I ever see is from Clannad to Little Busters, and that's about it, because Kennen, Air, and Angel Beats all did not have like second seasons. Like, they were all like 13 episodes, 24, and that was it. Well, 13-ish episodes. Angel Beats is 13 episodes, no season 2, but they managed to finish that anime in 13 episodes. Little Busters to EX to Refrain took like 40 plus or 20 plus. Clannad to Clannad After Story took 20 to 40. So yeah, if it's technically possible for the end of episode 13 of Charlotte to be a preparation for season 2, and then season 2 is about like legitly him going to like steal the powers and fix the world, save the world. Except I seriously don't see that happening, because if that would happen, then what the heck? Stop interrupting my videos, peoples. So yeah, I don't really see that happening, because it would just be like sort of like the beginning of this anime, where like they would find some dude with abilities and then tell him to stop using it and save them, right? And then if this season 2 supposedly happens, is gonna be him looting every ability he can find and then save the world, and then at the end of this season 2 he meets Tamori again or something like that. So that's like two possibilities as to how I see this anime ending, and I don't really know which one is the right one. I mean, I would be down for a season 2 because a season 2 of any animes like these are pretty good and I would enjoy watching, except it might take time for the season 2 to actually air and stuff. But I mean, from what like previous animes like this, like I probably see it ending the next episode, like there's no season 2 or whatsoever. Except the only question that I really have about this anime is like, how will they end this anime? They gotta give us like a conclusive ending, not like some kind of Angel Beats-esque kind of thing. I mean, Angel Beats was conclusive in a sense, but then like Angel Beats could have expanded more because they sort of met in the real world and stuff. They could have done more, but you know, they just left it at that they meet and then we're all happy, right? So now, in the ending of Charlotte, like what is the possible solution to end Charlotte? They like do this huge montage of you losing the abilities, then he comes back, happy ending, done. That's possibly one way, but I mean, yeah, honestly, like what I'm really curious about is how they're going to end this series. How, like, this finale thing that they set up this huge plot in the last episode, and how will they deal with that in the last episode, supposedly, from what my anime list tells me. So that's basically it. I have nothing to say because I really don't have... Okay, my phone decided to die on me when I was just finishing my video. Anyways, that's about it for this video. I have nothing else to say except to wait for the last episode and see the final conclusion for Charlotte. If you guys have something differently you guys want to think or you want to say about the ending to Charlotte, and you guys have ideas, what do you think the ending is going to be? Will it be a conclusive ending? Will it be not season 2 or anything like that? Tell me in the comment section below, guys, because this will be the end of Charlotte as we know it, unless there's an OVA or something like that. So that's about it, guys. I will see you guys Saturday for the final episode of Charlotte. Thank you guys for watching, and take care, guys. Matane!